Good evening. My name is Mr. Etuk. I am a fifth grade math, science, and social studies teacher here at Miller Intermediate. I am a teacher on 5A. I just wanted to take the time out to tell you thank you for joining us for our Miller Virtual Open House. First thing I wanted to go over with you, your student, and your family are my class expectations. Students are to arrive on time, prepared. Students need to have the supplies in order for them to be successful. Students need to contribute to the overall learning environment, and students are to be respectful of the teacher, each other, and school property on a daily basis. The attendance expectations, arrival time is 8:20 a.m. By this time, students need to be in the hallways, ready for me, the teacher, to receive them into the classroom. Dismissal time is 3:45. We know that students are coming from all over the district, but in order to ensure that our students are receiving equal and equitable and as much instructional time as possible, parents, it is incumbent that you have them here every morning at 8:20 a.m. ready to go. The curriculum is math, science, social studies, as well as English language arts and reading. We also offer various electives and physical education. In math, we will be going over numeric relationships. We will be going over geometry. We will be going over measurement, and we will be discussing various topics for algebraic reasoning. In science, currently, we are on mixtures and solutions. We just finished our properties of matter unit, and we'll be using STEM scopes as our guide for all of the science instruction. In social studies, we're covering various things such as geography, the early colonial life in the Americas, the age of exploration, ancient Americas, and westward expansion. All of the topics and concepts that I've mentioned for these subjects are what we will be going over this school year, as well as other topics. Grading guidelines are as follows. Class work is 50%, testing quizzes are 35%, homework is 5%. The way that these are listed in my grade book is classwork. Those assignments are listed as minor grades. Testing quizzes are listed as major grades, and homework is listed as other grades. Students have anywhere from 4 to 5 days, and with extenuating circumstances, a week to turn in work. And if there are emergency circumstances, such as a student being out due to COVID-19 infection, students will be given any and all opportunities to make work up. Parents, you have the ability to contact me. You can reach me through email. You can reach me through my Google Voice number. You can also send a message to me on Remind if you feel that your student is falling behind, if you feel that your student needs additional help. I will also be in contact with you to let you know each step of the way what is going on with the progress of your student. If your student is passing, if your student is in danger of failing, if your student is failing, because we don't want it to be a surprise to you and or the student that they are not being successful in my class. The first 9 weeks, I typically give homework in math at the frequency of 2 to 3 times a week. And as we progress through the school year, I tack on 1 day for math homework. So whereas right now we're doing it 2 to 3 nights a week, when the second 9 weeks comes around, we will be doing math homework 3 to 4 nights a week. As we get into the third 9 weeks and we move and we gradually make that shift towards STAR, please do not be surprised if the students are doing some type of math exercise every night. The reason why we do this is so that they can build stamina and so that they can build fluency. They will not be packed down with work. In other words, they will not have 15, 20, 30 problems a night. The most they may have is 10, but I'm going to make sure it's very challenging. We will begin to do homework in science. We're going to start that maybe next week or towards the end of the first 9 weeks. And as far as social studies is concerned, for those who I do teach social studies homework to, that will have more of a varying frequency. Social studies is covered for about 45 minutes a day. Science is covered for 45 minutes a day. However, math is covered for an hour and a half. So you can kind of see where we place the emphasis on these subjects: math, science, and social studies. Although all are equally important, we have to put most focus and the most emphasis on the core subjects, or the subjects that are star related for this grade. My contact information is as follows. You have my district email address, which is godwin.etuk@aleafisd.net. You also have my Google Voice phone number, which is 361-857-9818. Again, that number is 361-857-9818. And most of you watching this are already on my Remind account that I use simultaneously with Ms. Reeves. If you want to get in contact with Ms. Reeves at a moment's notice, you can send us a message on Remind. You can also send an email to me. You can also send a text message or call me on my Google Voice number, and I'll be more than happy to help and assist you with anything at that time. Parent conferences will be booked on Sign Up Genius. When we begin to have our parent conferences, as it stands right now, parent conferences will be on Zoom. I will be hosting most of my conferences on Zoom. Conferences may last from 15 minutes if it's a quick drop in with the parent. Sometimes conferences may be 30 minutes. Sometimes conferences may be longer than that. It just depends on what the issue is, what the topic at hand is, and what I need to go over with you as a parent. I will always send a link out. It will be in the form of email. I will send it to your email addresses. You will also receive it via Remind. And with that being said, I hope that we have a wonderful school year. I am honored and I am pleasured to be your student's teacher. If there's anything that you need from me, please do not hesitate to contact me with the options listed in this video. Have a good evening, and let's make this 2021-2022 school year one of the best we've ever had. Thank you, and have a good night.